Top 10 Most Dangerous Bugs in the World. Hello and welcome back to another exciting and informative video on most dangerous bugs in the world. Insects suck, they bite and sting as well. Some inject venom that has the potential to kill or cause a fatal allergic reaction. Mosquitoes spread parasites that kill hundreds of thousands of people annually. To be clear, the list below is laid back in terms of taxonomy. For example, spiders and scorpions are not insects, but we have included them. If it is creepy and crawly and can kill, it's on the list, so let's begin the video. Number 10. Ants. Number 10 on the list is ants. Yes, ants can kill you, although it's exceedingly improbable. They can also inflict incredibly painful bites. The three species on everyone's nastiest ant list are fire ants, driving ants, and bullet ants. Number 9. Fleas. Fleas are just like people whose opinion differ from yours. In other words, they are little, wingless, blood-sucking insects. They can also infect you with the plague. In 14th century Europe, the Black Plague killed roughly 25 million individuals. The World Health Organization thinks that although 1,000 to 2,000 cases of plague are still reported annually, the actual number is probably far higher. There are a couple of cases annually of plague in the US, and it can now be effectively treated with antibiotics. Number 8. Ticks. Everything in nature has a place, except ticks, which should be eliminated whenever and wherever they are found. This is because ticks can infect us with various pathogens, bacteria, viruses, and protozoa, and an individual tick might transmit a lot of different infections, making diagnosis and treatment more than a bit challenging. Number 7. Black widow spider. Black widow are usually small but carry a particularly potent venom that contains letrotoxin, a neurotoxin that can cause pain, muscle rigidity, vomiting, and sweating. Symptoms often last 3 to 7 days. Only the female bite is considered hazardous to humans. Each year, roughly 2,200 people report being bitten by black widows. No one has died since 1983. On the other hand, convulsions and paralysis have caused the demise of a few domestic cats. Number 6. Death Stalker Scorpion. The Death Stalker is an extremely poisonous scorpion that inhabits scrubland areas in North Africa, the Middle East, and Central Asia. A single bite seldom kills a healthy adult, but it can be fatal for kids who require a huge amount of anti-venom. Doctors unfamiliar with a scorpion and snake bites frequently assume a youngster requires less antivenom due to their smaller body mass. In truth, they require much more because the ratio of venom to body weight is much larger than in adults. Number 5. Indian Red Scorpion. There are about 1,500 species of scorpions, of which only a few dozen are venomous. The Indian red is the most lethal of all. In some parts of the world, up to 40% of stung victims succumb. For example, this scorpion is a major problem in India, Sri Lanka, and Nepal because it is frequently found around human habitations where barefooted children play. Scorpions are shy, nocturnal arachnids but will sting when threatened. Although less than 3 inches long, the India red packs up a potent venom which results in severe pain, vomiting, sweating, breathlessness, and alternating high and low blood pressure and heart rate. The venom targets the lungs and heart, can cause death from pulmonary edema. Although the blood pressure medicine prazosin has been demonstrated to reduce the fatality rate to less than 4%, and the venom does not affect the bite. Regardless, Indian reds are frequently kept as pets in India, perhaps because, like most scorpions, they shine in the dark. Number 4. Bees. According to the CDC, bees were responsible for the death of 89 Americans in 2017, anaphylactic shock is fatal, and approximately 80% of those who die are men, while the sting of any bee, hornet, or wasp can cause an allergic reaction. The critter you hear about the most these days is the murder hornet, also known as the Asian or Japanese giant hornet, which is the largest insect in the world, measuring 1.6 inches in length and having a wingspan of up to 3 inches. The stinger is 14 inches long. In some parts of Japan, fried larvae are considered a delicacy. In other, adults are fried on skewers, tails and all, till crunchy and eaten. Yum! In 2019, the Japanese giant hornet was sighted in the Pacific Northwest, meaning we may eat them if we so desire. Number 3. Tasty fly. Native to tropical Africa, these large biting flies transmit the parasite illness that causes African sleeping sickness, which is lethal without treatment and notoriously difficult to treat. There are medications, but they must be carefully provided, and parasite resistance to them is always a risk. The bite of an infected tsetse fly causes confusion, impaired coordination, numbness, and sleeping difficulties. Then you die, most certainly, because the disease is lethal. Current mitigation attempts have concentrated on managing the bugs themselves, which has reduced the number of cases exponentially. According to some estimates, African sleeping sickness was responsible for the deaths of as many as 500,000 people annually in the past. In 2015, fatal cases were estimated at 3,500. Number 2. Kissing bugs. The roughly 130 members of the subfamily Triatomanae are also referred to as kissing bugs or vampire bugs due to their propensity to bite humans around the mouth. The insects are found in 28 states and the US. Number 1. Mosquitoes. The deadliest insect is, in fact, the deadliest organism in the entire animal kingdom. It is the humble mosquito, which kills more than 700,000 people every year. Mosquitoes are vectors for several terrible diseases, including malaria, dengue, West Nile, yellow fever, Zika, chikungunya, and lymphatic filariasis. Malaria is the big one. In 2017, around 435,000 people died of the disease worldwide. One individual every 30 seconds. Mosquitoes have a particular organ, the maxillary pulp, which detects carbon dioxide emitted from our breath and bring them to us. So we have reached the end of this video. What do you think about it? Which bug scares you the most? Let us know, and before you leave, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like this video. We will see you next time. Goodbye.